Hi everyone. So if you're watching this video, it's one of the live session that I do on every Sunday. So hi, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, then welcome as well. So in today's live session, so there are several reasons why I do live session. Sometimes I also do it to challenge myself to be more proactive, but at the same time, for the audiences, it just helps me to put out the content without delaying because of the production of like the videos and processing. So this is just one of the way I was able to really put out contents and information without any delay in the process. So I can see one person has already participated. So what I will be doing in this live session, so I will be giving it a different spin today. So in this live session, I will be also sharing my screen due to some reasons. So if you have any question, you can feel free to add it in the comment later on if you're watching a recorded session. But if you have comment now, you can still do that and ask me any question. So I can see Rashri Sonkar is there. Hello. So you can leave your questions in the comment and I will try to answer it at the end of the live session. So you can let me know how you're doing, what you're up to, what's your plan for this year. So before I start, as we are still in January, I hope that you are having great time. You have started this year on a good foot and you will be on your way to achieve your goals. Having said that, in this video, what I would be doing, so usually the people who are subscribed to me or they watch my contents are majorly like interested in about life in Germany or in Europe, which means that they have like several questions. So what I will be doing in this live session is that I will be taking help of someone which is a digital technology, and it's actually taking the world by the storm. So I will be using the ChatGPT today to really get some answers regarding Germany, and let's see how accurate it is. So what I will be doing for this live session, I will be asking first questions related to how you can learn German language, and therefore I will be sharing you my screen so you can take the screenshot of it and can then help you to really use those tips and can finally learn the German language. So I can see in the comment, Rajshri said ChatGPT is really good. So now, without any further ado, let's get into the ChatGPT and let's see how well ChatGPT knows about Germany and some questions regarding Germany, especially being questioned by the student or even the people who are being employed or want to even come to Germany and learn the language so that they can be well integrated into the country. Because I don't think that I need to really stress on why German language is important, especially if you're a student, and why you should be learning it. So let's see and let's get some tip. After these questions related to German language, I will be also moving on to some questions regarding the accommodation and any other like questions related to Germany. So let's see and try to see what this chat gpt guru knows. So if somebody doesn't know about chat gpt, you can really go and sign in through the chat AI, openai.com. I will leave the link after the video session is over. So you can actually go and register yourself in the chat GPT. And over there, you can really ask any question and how it really works. It's like your big sister or your big brother, which is able to give you information available on the web in a very concise and in a very straightforward manner. And it seems that it's like a human sitting there and really answering. So I have found it quite interesting, being using it since last week. And so let's do it. So it's my first time that I will be sharing my screen. Let's see if I'm able to do it. And if not, then I will be reading what's going on, what the chat GPT is telling me to do. So let me figure out how I can share the screen. I can see another person has joined this chat. So hi, if you have any question, you can let me know in the comment section. So today I'm just giving a different spin to my live session. So I'm just telling you. So I will be asking some question to ChatGPT and then I will be seeing what are some replies. Okay. So the first question that I would like to ask the ChatGPT is about some free platforms through which we can learn German language. Let's see whatever reply will be coming up. So usually with the chat, openai.com, like you really have to type your answers. You always have to refresh. And I'm seeing that it's being overloaded sometimes. What free platforms are available to learn German language? Let's see what GPTI tells me. So I just opened the question in here and let's see. So now it started typing. So it says that there are several free platforms available to learn German, including first Duolingo, a popular language learning app that offers a German course, Memrise, MEMRISE, an online platform that offers German language courses, including grammar and vocabulary lessons. Then you have German Pod 101, Open Culture, BBC Learning German, deutschelerner.com, italki, live mocha. So these are some of things. So at the end of these answers, they're also saying that it's worth trying out a few of these platforms to find out that what works best for your learning style. So that was like my first question to the chat GPT. Let's see, let's ask. So one of the ways you can really, it can really, like if you're learning a German language, one of the ways I would suggest that to really expedite your language learning is to like read stories within simple language, like at simple level. So if you're at A1, you should learn like watch movies or even read some stories or get familiar with some dialogues at that level. So that's my suggestion. So with this list that ChatGPT has provided me, I don't see Deutsche Welle. So for those who don't know, like Deutsche Welle, DW, they have like this initial. So you can go to the www.dw.com, and this is one of the free biggest website through which you are able to learn German language. But surprisingly, ChatGPT is not at all suggesting it. So it means that ChatGPT still has to go a long way and haven't learned a lot. So, and I have also heard that ChatGPT, since it's AI based, it's learning on the go. Therefore, maybe after a few months, you will be hearing more several suggestions for the same question. So it will continue to learn over the time. So yeah, I just found one gap here. So maybe let's now move on to the next question regarding the German language. Um, so the next question here I have is what movies watch for A1 level German A1 level German language? So I will be now just entering this question. Let's see how long it takes me to reply back. So now it just quickly started writing. So it says ChatGPT is telling me if you are at the A1 level of German language proficiency, it's best to watch movies that have simple storylines, clear and how spoken German and German subtitles. Here are a few movies that are appropriate. First one is Das Sams, a very family friendly movie. Then Das Wunder von Bern, The Miracle of Bern, The Wilden Hühner, The Wild Chickens, Der kleine Prince, The Little Prince, Lola Rent, Run Lola Run, Das Perfume, Perfume, the story of a murderer. Not sure if that will be in like simple German language, but this is what they are suggesting. If you are at A1 level German language, these are some movies that you can watch because they are being set in a more easy format. So these are some just like some ways you can really so I can hear that there are some comments coming. So Rashri asked, can it give me a Christmas story? So let's start, let's type it in the chat GPT. tell me about Christmas. Just to let you know, like, so I'm a big fan of Ranveer Alabadi. I really watch a lot of his content, even if it's targeted to men's. And I have got to know ChatGPT through his platform. And there they were speaking that you can really ask ChatGPT to really like talk about a story. You can say that maybe a story set in Germany where there are two Indian couples or two Swedish, and they can really create a storyline. And then there is like another platform where you can copy paste this entire script and it can generate videos. So it looks like ChatGPT is really like making way there and can replace the YouTubers here. So I guess in future you will be just watching the YouTubers just because of their influence, or you just want to get inspired. But for the information or knowledge, I guess you were just going to refer to the ChatGPT. But of course, it depends, right? Like what I'm noticing in the ChatGPT at this point, so if you're not yet into ChatGPT, I would highly suggest that you go and always like ask him any questions and copy paste all those answers, because it looks like ChatGPT will be getting priced. So you have to really pay price per answers. So it could be that for now it's free, but in future it might not be. So I'm just getting all my questions now rather than later. So what I would be doing, whatever answers I'm getting related to German language, as I'm not able to share my screen right now, so I will be posting it as a link under this live session so that you can go ahead and see all, check all the answers if you're not able to access ChatGPT already. So, Rashri, so I have already asked question. Tell me about a Christmas story. So it has said something, so let's go read what it's telling. One popular Christmas story is A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. The story is about a miserly old man named Ebenezer Scrooge, who is visited by the ghost of his former business partner, Jacob Marley, on Christmas Eve. So, what I would do, maybe I can just copy paste this story on the chat so everyone can read it. It's just getting so funny. So I'm really enjoying using ChatGPT. You can access this platform through chat.openai.com. So maybe I can also put this onto the chat so you can already sign in. Usually it took me like 24 hours to register because it's really overloaded right now. So here I'm putting this website. So in case you are not already on ChatGPT, you can do it. Then since the chat is operating, let me put on this Christmas story. So let me paste it one by one. So I will just paste the first paragraph here. It's so funny. Okay. I'm really liking. I guess this invention of ChatGPT will be one of the other invention apart from internet that we are going to see in this generation. So I'm quite happy about it. Okay, so when I'm able to post a few things on the chat, even the chat has a limitation. Like sometimes technology really feels like Stone Age, especially when the internet is not working. So let me know in the comment section who gets pissed off or sad when the internet is not working or their phone gets died. Because these things are some of the things just really piss me off. Okay, anyways, so yes, so this is just one story. What I would do, I will pop this story as well under the description or in the one of the comments after this live session gets ended. So you can also read it. So Rashi, you can read your story over there. It's just funny. Okay, so it just looks like I'm talking to a human being and I can just enjoy. So the other thing that I have noticed, so the other questions that I usually get a lot from people is about accommodation. So if you are coming to Germany, always most of the people in general they struggle, and even if you're in Germany, you will be seeing it's quite difficult to get hold of any good accommodation. So what I would do, I will ask now ChatGPT how to find accommodation in Germany. Let's see what it tells. And is it like really like telling a good solution, or is it something that I will find some gap? So let's find it out. How to find accommodation in Germany. I'm really enjoying this. So I just discovered it like 3 weeks ago. Since 1 week, I'm trying it and I really liked it. So, what it's telling me, ChatGPT, is that online platforms, websites such as wggesuch.de, Immobilien, Scott24, Immowelt are popular platforms for your search. Then through social media platforms such as groups like Wohnungsgesucht, in with the city name you can search. Then you have student housing. So many German universities have student housing available for their students. Contact your university's student services office for more information. Then you have real estate agents through which you can take help. Then you have some like home exchange. So it's quite interesting to see that its answers are being changed. So I have searched the same question yesterday, and now today I'm seeing a different reply. So I'm seeing that how fast ChatGPT is really changing and adapting to some situations. So I'm quite happy that it's really mentioned about Facebook, while yesterday it didn't even mention about any social media platform. So I guess if you're looking for accommodation in Germany, my recommendation to you will be always to first check the Facebook groups. There you have some like city related groups. You also have university related groups where you can always see some advertisement. So I think like ChatGPT has really answered it quite well. And using these tips, you can really find your accommodation. So that's something very nice. Hello, Raja. I guess you are quite like old subscriber. I remember your comments. So hi. So yeah, I today I'm just trying the chat GPT to answer some of your questions related to Germany, and I'm quite enjoying it. So yeah, so if you have any questions, you can let me know in the chat and I will ask chat GPT. But I am seeing that all the YouTubers now are being threatened here. That's because it will be just replacing us. So is Asan is asking, hi Asan, how are you doing? And wish you a nice years. Yeah, so ChatGPT need username like other social web. So let me check onto my chat. So I don't think you need any social. So it's like a chat bot. So ChatGPT is like a chat bot. So you have to sign in using your Google account, and after you sign in, you can start asking questions, and it just acts like a bot, but it's quite intelligent. I guess like soon you will find him your big brother and sister, really helping you synthesize all the details. So I'm like finding it quite fascinating because I don't have to go through several websites or YouTube videos to really find out the right answers. ChatGPT is able to do it, right? And I guess this is also the reason why it's getting so popular. They have released it in November and now it's overloaded. In future, I'm afraid that it will be like going to be not free. So whatever questions you have, just ask him now. I would suggest. So, but I'm really enjoying. So yeah, there's to answer your question, Asan, we do not need any user or name there. And you don't, it's not like a socializing platform. So it's like a chat bot. You really ask questions. It can help you to really solve like questions or even write like essays for you. So if you have any like homework or you're doing some projects, you can ask some information through this bot and it will reply to you, and then you can easily get into detail of it, can keep asking question on the same topic, and then you will get more and more information. So for example, I have asked the chat bot, chat gpt, that how to find accommodation in Germany. So it has given me some suggestions. So whatever answers I'm getting, I will add it into the comment section once this video gets live. I mean, when this video gets uploaded. So what else? So I have asked him how to find accommodation in Germany. Let's ask him what to do if I do not get accommodation. Do not get accommodation in Germany. Let's see, because sometimes there are some questions he cannot answer it for now. So it started typing. So it says that if you're having difficulty finding accommodation in Germany, there are a few options you can consider. So number one, consider staying in a hostel or hotel temporarily. So that's also my advice because I heard some of my friends even spend one night just sitting outside in the park. So this can also happen because just finding accommodation is difficult in Germany because around 75% of German people they don't own their own house and they themselves are living in a rented place. So this can happen. So for outsider or an expat like us, this situation can happen. So yeah, according to GPT, how you can solve this is by temporarily living in a hostel or hotel. Then look for alternative housing options. Consider staying in a guest house, holiday apartment, or furnished apartment. These options are more expensive than traditional apartments. Then, third option is expand your search. If you're not having luck finding accommodation in your preferred location, consider expanding your search to include surrounding areas. So, I would say that GPT has taken my suggestion as well here. So, this is one of the things I have already suggested in my one of the shorts, and I see that ChatGPT is also saying the same thing. So if you're not getting accommodation in that area, you can always expand your location. You can also live in some other city and can commute to your respective place of work or your place where you are studying as a student. So you can always do that. So for example, in my case, I was of course being lucky to have got into Mannheim. They're in the same city like residents, but then there are people who are traveling from Heidelberg and vice versa. For people who are studying in Heidelberg, they were coming from Mannheim and they were commuting there. So you can also do that. Then the fourth solution it suggests you be open to different types of accommodation, which means that you can also like go for like if somebody is subletting. So sometimes people, if they are going for some exchange program or they are going on vacation, they actually put out their rented space, which we call it as subletting. So you can also stay in some places for like 2, 3 months or 1 month because they are traveling and they want to let sublet it. Then it says the fifth solution it gives you is that check the local classifieds. Keep an eye on local classifieds website like Craigslist or Facebook groups for accommodation options. Means that you have to really expand your search on what where you are looking for such things. So I would suggest that instead of doing that, you can also switch to another language. And I do not see that suggestion in this list. So if you're not finding accommodation, try to switch your language from English to German language, and that can maybe be helpful to you. Then sixth solution here is join online communities. So as I said, you can join communities on Facebook group or even on WhatsApp. The last solution it suggests is consider a long-term stay hotel. Some hotels offer monthly rates, which can be a good option if you are unable to find other accommodation. So I see that ChatGPT is like suggests everything that we need. So this is quite good. What else can I ask him? Maybe I can say how to score well in German universities examinations. I mean, it's just doing all the work. It looks like I have to ask him this entire script. I have seen one of the YouTuber who has done that. So he just asks that, oh, please create a script for my YouTube channel about the day in life or something like that. And it was able to generate the entire content. The first thing I have searched using this chat GPT was, what is the purpose of life? And I was astonished. It replied to me that the purpose of life has always puzzled philosophers, and it actually comes down to individual way of thinking and perception. So it said that some things that it's a divine intention, and some people really create their own purpose. So it depends on individual basis. So I was quite impressed with that answer. So yeah, just go free, try Chat GPT and ask him weird questions. So I have just asked this ChatGPT how to score well in German universities examinations, and it suggests scoring well in German university examinations requires a combination of preparation and effort. Here are a few tips to help you succeed. Understand the exam format. Second, make a study schedule. Third, practice, practice, practice from the last year's sample papers or mock test. Then, fourth, attend lectures and tutorials. Then, stay organized. Sixth, seek help. And seventh, stay focused and stay positive. Take care of yourself. Last one. So I don't think that this was quite a good response. I think it was quite generic response to any examination worldwide. So I guess still ChatGPT has to really go a long way, because if you ask me to reply to this question, and of course I have already made a video on that, how you can score well, it's quite different than what it's really suggesting. Of course, these are like generic tips, but I guess if you have to really score well, usually, German people really start working proactively. They always start studying from day one, and they always stick to the point while replying to any answers. And you have to always consider your learning to be more practical based rather than just learning things by heart and just putting down in writing. They really appreciate if you're putting examples, outlining, highlighting main keywords. So yeah, just stick to point what is being asked. So yeah, I see that ChatGPT still has to learn a lot from the human beings, and probably it will be happening in the um, close future. So that's it. I guess enough of eating brains of ChatGPT in this video, but I'm quite impressed the way like it's really suggesting things, and hopefully it will be helping a lot many people to really conclude with their questions and confusions in life. So I guess yeah, that's it. And if you have any question, let me know in the comment section. Apart from this, as promised, I will be posting all these answers as in the description or below the comment. So with this, I guess I will end this live session. I hope that you have enjoyed this weird live session. And if you have any other question, let me know. Then in my next live session, I will be then asking those questions through ChatGPT. So with this, I wish you a nice Sunday and great start to the week. And yeah, and then I will see you in my next live session. Thanks for joining and talk to you soon. Bye.